Hi everybody, my name is Siavash from PekinFindy.net. Welcome to another session of Haskell programming language. Today, we are not gonna talk about a lot of new stuff because I think by myself it's better to teach you some basic operator and function. It helps us to proceed more efficiently. So in this session, I just introduce you some useful function and operator in Haskell for integer, character, and list. So let's dive in it. Okay, open your VS Code. The first function I want to teach you is minimum function. It's obvious if you give it two number, it just work with two input. Okay, you can't give it three input. Okay, it rises an error. With just two input, it's return you the minimum of two object. Okay, I say object because it's work for character two. And there is a concept here I should share with you. Okay, why it's return you A and B? I know in alphabetical order, okay, A is less than B, but Haskell doesn't see them like this. Haskell see them as an ASCII code. As I mentioned before, there is no variable, there is no string, and somehow there is no character. Characters are nothing, just ASCII code. Computer really doesn't store them like this. It just show you the translation. Okay, the real thing is here. I put the link in the caption and you can see the ASCII code. You can use first column. The symbol we use is here in the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 5th column, and the first column is ASCII code. So if you really want to use, for example, M, you can use 109. Let's check. Okay, if you write \109, it's return you M. Both of them is equal. So when you try, okay, get minimum of, for example, M and N, Haskell compare their ASCII code and return you the less one. Okay, it work for maximum 2. So if you see them as ASCII code, it's really obvious which one is greater than or less than. So let me check. 110. Okay, sorry, we should use \. You see, it's really obvious because 109 less than 110. Okay, so Haskell see them as ASCII code. You can use ASCII code, but because Haskell really care about simplicity, it's no problem when you use a real character. Okay, but remember, A is just a translation. Okay, there is a lot of standard to decode ASCII code. For example, this column is for HTML. When you use JavaScript, if you familiar with that, you can use this if you want a character. So that's it. Okay, let's proceed and introduce another function. Let me clear the screen. So we have minimum, maximum, and there is another important thing I should tell you. Maybe you ask, as I told you before, any operator is a function. Operators are a function with two input. So maybe you ask, can we use function with two input like an operator? Yes, you can. For example, you can use maximum function like operator. How? If you remember, when you try to use operator as a function, we should use parentheses. Okay, like this. If you want to use a function as an operator, you should use backtick. Okay, like this. You can say, don't forget, it's not single quotation, it's backtick. Okay, backtick. Okay, you can use it this way. It's act like as an operator. Okay, so you can use operator as a function and can use a function with two input as operator. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, well, maximum function. Okay, there is a successor function. It's very important. It's plus a number and character by 1. Okay, if you give them a character, it's go one step into ASCII code. So I told you about ASCII code, and you can see why. If you give them A, it's return you B, because it's ASCII code plus by 1. Okay, it's successor function. And another function I should tell you, let me see. Okay, successor function, I talk about head. Okay, let's load our script to tell you some function for list. Okay, last time I talked about length function. It's return you length of that. If there is a null function, okay, it's check, okay, a list is null or not. So if you give a empty list to it, it returns you true. So null function, it's very helpful when you want to check a list is empty or not. Okay, there is a reverse function. It's reverse or list reverse function. Okay, as I told you, min function just use for 2 characters. Okay, if you want get a minimum of a list, get minimum of a list, you should use complete sentence. You should use minimum and give it your list. Okay, it's return you the minimum. It's work the same as maximum. Okay, I told you reverse. Let's see another one. Take. Okay, take is really good. You can take some character from your list. For example, you want 3 first character of your list. Okay, with take you can take them. Okay, and there is a drop function. It's dropped 3 items from your list and return you rest of them. You see, it's return us 219. It's drop 3 first character of our list. Okay, so drop work this way. Okay, see another example of drop. There is maximum, minimum, and there is a sum. You can sum your elements. You can Okay, first function. Okay, first list. Let's check type of it. Okay, you can product them, product them, product. Product. Okay, it's product. It's give you product of elements. And the last function I want to share with you is lm function. It's a really important function. Okay, with this you can check an element is belong to a list or not. For example, we have this list. Let me clear the screen so you can see more clearly. Okay, lm function say is 5 belong to or list or not. It's really helpful if you use lm function as an operator. It's give us more sense. For example, 5 is lm of, I should use backtick, is lm of first list. It return use true. Both of them do the same thing. Okay, but I prefer this way. Okay, because it's really clear to me. 5 is element of or first list. Okay, I think I talk about all elementary function. Okay, let's finish this section. It's really helpful. We can make a lot of complex function with them. Okay, you will see in future video. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Take care of yourself until we meet again.